Well. Good afternoon. This is Gordon Bradley on here bugging you again. Just wanted to check in, see how everybody's doing. Still keeping the faith up, right? Keep the faith up. Still praying, right? I've been, hold on. Excuse me. I've been hearing of and seeing some very mind blowing evidence. Now, I still got people um, saying, it was a clear victory for Biden and blah, blah, blah. See, those are the people that are either hardcore Democrats or they just don't want to believe the truth. Biden is not the president elect. Get it through this, except what's on your shoulders. Okay? The one on your shoulder, it takes the Secretary of State of each state, the electoral people. I can't remember, I'm sorry, how this goes, but they're the ones who have to declare who is vice president elect. Listen, folks, we're still in a mandatory recount. It's going to be, if you haven't heard. And it does look like, now listen, it looks like, and more than likely will happen that Arizona, Nevada, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and guess what? Even Michigan may flip in the coming weeks for the greatest president that ever was president of the United States, and that is Donald Trump. There is absolutely indisputable evidence, video, and everything you can think of proving the Democrats trying to steal this election. My God in heaven, have you seen Joe Biden? Hey, American Made, have you seen Joe Biden? Listen to me. You must have seen it. I got 5,000. Well, no, wait a minute. Oh, I'm on Facebook. I think it was on Facebook. Have you seen Joe Biden admitting that the Democrats created and pulled off, well, they didn't pull it off, the greatest fraud election in American history? I saw him say it. I couldn't believe it. I heard him and I saw him say it. Folks, we all know how things go. You saw it too, America? Yeah. We all know how things have gone in this country for years. If you're at least, I don't know, I'm guessing 60 years old or above. Well, you probably have to be above if you wanted to be in 1960, right? Yeah. You have to be at least 78 or 80. But anyways, every time something can be proven by the Republicans about the Democrats, for some reason, the Republicans always have laid down. Well, you know what? This will be the first time that this Republican Party is going to stand up, which it has, and it's going to steamroll all over the Democrats. Because do you know why? We have Christ on our side, number one. That's the most important thing. But number two, folks, we have all the evidence. I mean, we have evidence that even you don't know that is going to, believe it or not, even some of the Democrats, I don't know how many, but even some of the Democrats are going to be angry at what their own party did. What is this? I have nothing to be worried is part of, oh, absolutely, Max. Absolutely. Got that right. Yeah. American Made said the same thing. She knows. They know. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm not sure. It's just American Made. Donald Trump knew this was going to happen way back. This is so freaking cool. I love this guy. I mean, this is one of the reasons I love Donald Trump. Listen to me. He'll think of something. All right, say something's going to come down the road. He'll think of something 25 moves ahead. Most people think 2 or 3 moves ahead. So when that point in time comes, he's already done it. People, they freaking right out. This man already knew. We all knew because he told us this was going to happen. So he planned all of this and fixed everything. Started to fix everything right after he got elected, right under everybody's noses. It's such a trip, man. I just love it. He had all the ballots watermarked with the most sophisticated, what do they call it? I got it right here. The most, where is it? Sophisticated encryption code ever. That nobody knew. There was a few people that knew about this and kept it quiet. And they actually kept it quiet. Do you how I know that? Because look what the Democrats still did. They wouldn't have done it if they'd known they would have got caught. But they're caught with their pants down and doing things that they shouldn't be doing. And the thing they're trying to keep from us now, folks, is if you could pass this along, it is the truth. People are already starting to get arrested over this. But you won't hear this on the mainstream media. Now, they're going to start censoring probably me eventually. I've already heard this. If they do, they do. What can I do? Hey, Gary. Okay. Thank you, sir. This is going to be the most unbelievable few months ahead, maybe less. But Donald Trump will remain president of the United States. Just put that out of your mind. Just sit back and watch what's coming. Watch what's coming. Now, listen, today's the first day of our fight. Stuff started happening last week, right? But, nothing was done, couldn't be done. But today started the fight of the Republican Party. Leading the charge is a great man, Donald Trump. Okay, they started putting all kinds of lawsuits into federal courthouses. This is going to take a little while, but I'll tell you one thing right now. They're not going to be able to get the Democrats. There's no way, absolutely no way in this world ever going to get away with what they did in Pennsylvania. Absolutely no way. They got them right there. They can't. Absolutely, Pennsylvania will be flipped over to Donald Trump. I already told you, right, about the Supreme Court 4-3 victory in Pennsylvania, their Supreme Court. It was 4-3, 4 Democrats against 3 of the Republicans on the Supreme Court in Pennsylvania voted to change the law, the voting law, that you could receive ballots after 8 p.m. as long as it's postmarked, and they could still receive them 3 days later. The original law says that no ballots shall be counted, accepted after 8 p.m. on the primary day or election day. Now, it just so happens, like I told you, it just so happens that in their statute, there's absolutely no way, it doesn't say it like that, I'm paraphrasing, that no courts can change laws at all. It has to be the legislative branch, which means all those votes that were accepted after 8 o'clock and received and counted has to all be thrown out, taken out of the count, which now raises our president's tally upwards of 700,000 votes ahead of Biden. He couldn't have made it anyways. When we went to bed in all these states I just mentioned earlier, except for the Arizona, they were almost all counted, and they stopped. And President Trump was so far ahead. There's no way, even if every vote went for Biden, he couldn't catch Trump. But you wake up the next morning and you saw what happened, the leads. But it's going to be taken care of. I've been, oh man, I'd like to tell you what I just did, but you probably laugh at me. But I was, I'll tell you later. But anyways, things are going good. Things are on track. Keep the faith, keep up the prayer, and everything will be all right. Trump will be at the helm, and he will be at the podium being sworn in. Sworn in? Hey, sworn in. Sworn in. There we go. I believe it's January 20th, right? He'll be sworn in. I mean, it's absolutely. I cannot see. Absolutely cannot see. See, I was a deputy sheriff here in where I live in Florida. I know how this works. Let's use this for an instance. I got a few minutes if you guys do, if you don't mind. Let's use a simple thing. Our sheriff, head of the county, did not want anyone parking in handicapped parking spots. Okay? He doesn't like that. If you don't deserve to park there, you don't park there. So what we would do is if we saw a car parked there that didn't belong there, either the tag showed it didn't have handicap, if the placard wasn't anywhere to be seen, you know what we'd do? We'd scrunch down low towards the back of the car and would take a picture. It would show his license plate or hers, along with in front of the car, it would show the no parking, handicap parking zone. Then when we go to court, it's funny. This is funny. We get to court. Judge calls the guy. Judge says, I can't remember what he said, but the guy says, no, sir. I never parked in no handicap, right? The judge opens up, you can see it was a picture, and he throws it in front of the guy. He says, you mean to tell me this isn't your car? And the guy picks up and looks at it. You know, he's screwed. It's his license plate, his car. So he had to pay, down here it's a $250 fine plus court costs. So that's what I'm talking about here. The Democrats can say whatever they want. They didn't do this, they didn't do that. We have physical, absolute evidence that can be shown to a judge or judges of the Supreme Court of the United States. Video that can show what they've done, the wrongdoing. Stupid fools would even tape up the windows so that the people who were supposed to be inside watching the count as close as this, if they wanted to, they even got videos of them putting cardboard up on the windows so they couldn't look in. If you wasn't doing anything wrong, you wouldn't be doing that. All right. I just wanted to make sure everybody was all right, not freaking out. I got a little bit of an anxiety thing there today. Not like, just because it gets to me after a while. I'm seeing all these reports, but the huge amount of evidence. I mean, folks, I'm serious. The absolute unbelievable amount of evidence. This just cannot be disputed. It will not be disputed. Trump's won. Like he said on election night, we won. This is what they're going to try to do. He was right. He already knew what to do. It's been done. Everything will be fine. Okay, I'm going to get going. I've been on here long enough. God bless each and every one of you. Okay, make sure you take it easy. If anything really major comes on, I don't know if it will happen right off. Probably not for a few days. But I'm still waiting for the Supreme Court to come out with that thing on Pennsylvania about what their Supreme Court did. That was issued. Now I forget. I don't know if it was Friday or Saturday, but I really thought we'd heard something about that now. But we'll see. If you hear it, if I hear it, well, of course you can't get in touch with me, but. Hey, God bless American made. I wish I could sing. I used to be a radio announcer for years. Didn't I love that? I was telling my wife the other day, there's nothing more than I love having this mic stuck in my face because I miss being a radio announcer so bad. I mean, this was years ago, but oh man, I loved it. I loved it. Anybody heard of Crystal Gayle? Of course you have. She was in concert in Portland, Maine. My friend, who was also at the same radio station that I was, he was able to go out and back and talk to her. But she was just getting on board the bus. Now, Dan, he's a small guy. I don't know if I had to guess 5'4", maybe 5'4". Yeah, 5'4". He says, I walked over and she saw me and she waved me over. And she said, she was hanging onto the thing to go up. but she stayed on the top of the, not on top, but on the first step of the bus. Remember, Dan's only 5'4" or less than that. And he walks over to her and he says, Gordon, I'm still looking down on her, but her hair is all the way down almost to the ground, and she's on the first step of the bus. I mean, I have a lot of great stories about the ones I miss a lot is the Statler brothers. I mean, oh my God, in concert, what a scream. See, being a radio announcer, you get to go free. Got to meet him and all that stuff. But I've had a great life. God's been awfully good to me. And now he's got me to be able to meet you and talk to you and bug you guys. All right, I'm going to get out of here. God bless you, okay? I'll get on if anything comes along. God bless each and every one of you, the veterans. God bless the firemen. God bless the men in blue. Like I say, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know what we'd do. God bless our first responders. God bless the President of the United States. He's going to be fine. But don't stop praying. Don't stop praying. Never stop praying. Okay? And keep the faith. If you lose the faith, we're done. Don't lose the faith. No, I'm not saying he's going to lose, but I'm saying don't you lose your faith. All right? God bless America. All right, take care. God bless. Take care. Take care. Take care. We will see you.